it's gonna be nighttime by the time I figure out what I want to say. Why am I at 20 FPS? Okay, so this is something I kind of wish I did earlier. I'm making a video here to just sort of document my progress on my main survival world here. I say I wish I did it earlier because I've had this world for like over a year and I, made quite a bit of progress on stuff. I have like a few early screenshots, but like other than that, like this is like the real first documentation of it, like first look around the whole world. So sort of a little world tour, I guess. There's not like too much to see outside of this area, but I figured it'd be cool to look back on, after I make more progress. So after I sleep here, because it's about to get to nighttime, I guess I'll just start going around. And just as a fair warning, this is going to be a bit rambly. I'm not known for being quick and concise about things, so yeah, it's going to be fairly long-winded, fairly rambly and such. But this is my storage room. I actually built this. My old storage room used to be in my main house, which really I should be starting with that, but I was at my storage room when I started talking, so yeah. Pretty basic. Just got, item frames to label my stuff. Ender chest, got holes in here. Got my two dogs out here. They haven't stood up in a very long time. They just sort of sit at this campfire nowadays. But yeah, did a few like early game adventures with them and such. But this is my main house here. I wonder if I can get a better vantage point, maybe with the ghast, or maybe I'll just fly up. I do have free cam, but I kind of want to not use that as much as possible here. I don't know. It just sort of takes away from the experience. This is maybe I'll do it from down here. But yeah, that's my main house area. Honestly, I don't like building with red sandstone, but I think it turned out okay. The idea behind it, I wanted it to just look sort of messy, almost like there was, a lot going on. Like you got this sort of like techie vibe, but you also got like these plants around and stuff. If I go inside here, you've got like this little workshop area. But you've got like plants growing all over the place. You've got like mechanical stuff. I just sort of wanted it to look like it had been, lived in by like multiple different types of people, So this is where my storage room used to be, but now it's sort of my planning room. So I just have signs talking about what farms I want to do, some builds I want to make, and just overall goals. But yeah, this is honestly a pretty fun build. Oh yeah, you didn't get to see it from down there, but my storage room has like a green roof sort of thing. I think that's what it's called when you just put a bunch of plants and shit on top of a roof. This here is sort of, it's kind of unfinished. It's gonna get more finished as I build more stuff. But I just thought it'd be cute to have like a sort of it's almost like a map if you think about it, but like basically just points to where different lodestones are. So I have an ocean monument out that way. My main base, which is this base, the lodestone's right over there, and I want to start on an ocean base out there. Just because I always thought like building underwater would be cool, and it's honestly a really cool location out there. The only thing I have out there is a creeper farm right now, but I definitely want to build more over there because it's a really pretty spot in terms of world generation. This I built fairly recently. We're not really going in chronological order at all here. I built this like a day or two ago. Just a nice little fishing dock. I've been wanting to do a fishing dock for a while. Never got around to it. I really like these light fixtures here. You know, just copper bars and rod on top. You know, it looks sort of, you know, techy, but it's not like too, not too futuristic or anything. It just looks like a nice little light fixture. Letting the bars oxidize. I don't know what stage I want them to be at yet. I think any stage of the copper bars looks nice. Yeah, I've got this this parrot here. I just recently got this parrot, but yeah, he's cool, I guess. I haven't named all my animals yet. I've got a few named animals out this way. This is where my wheat is. I don't really even use this for food. I just use this to make packed mud, because you can see I use quite a bit of packed mud out here. Got nether wart, got sniffer plants. This is my sniffer sanctuary, I like to call it, sort of like an oasis area. I don't really like the tree very much, but it does its job. This is where, if I ever need brown dye, I just grow my cocoa beans on these logs. Their pathfinding, man, it's a bit odd. They just sort of like to huddle. I wish they would, you know, spread out, but you know, it's fine. I don't really come in here anyways, but yeah, it's different sanctuary. They get their little plants. This is my bee area. These lights light up when when their hives are full. Where's my oh shit. But yeah, you know, honey blocks, honeycomb, both good resources to have. Especially, you know, since honeycomb lets you oxidize copper, and I like oxidizing copper. Yeah, just like all the stages of copper have their use cases. So usually I'll just go down to like a trial chamber, which I actually have one right under my house. I didn't even like plan that or anything, but it's right there under my house. So you like grab the copper, strip it until you get to the stage you want, you know, the third stage or the second stage, usually, since they have fully oxidized copper down there. Or you can just keep the, you know, the fully waxed stuff, or the fully oxidized stuff. It's just it's a gold mine or a copper mine, I guess, down there. But yeah, when all of the lights light up, it'll play a note block. It's located just like under my house here. There's a little, I think this is a little maintenance area. It just, this is a comparator. I used to have a hopper clock down here to like have it play repeatedly, and then that got annoying, so I added a toggle switch for it, but I ended up removing the toggle switch in favor of just making it play once. And then I might have included it in the footage, I might not, I guess we'll see how the edit turns out, but under here I have a pretty recent addition where when it becomes nighttime, and like specifically as soon as it's like late enough to let you sleep, I have a system here that plays a music disc so that I can know exactly when I'm able to sleep. Previously I would just look at a clock and just spam click my bed until I was able to sleep. But now, when I'm out and about and I hear the music disc turn on, and this pair is actually close enough that he starts dancing when the music turns on. But yeah, when I hear the music, I just go up there, and this is something cool here. So I have 2 of these currently. They're pretty much just little miniature wind charge launchers where you have a pressure plate, some dispensers with wind charges in them, and you just go down here, pops you up. Really cool stuff. I didn't realize how much I would like using them until I built it. But yeah, this is where my bed is. That's my cat Huckle. I've actually got a texture pack on to make him look like one of my older cats. He's named after that cat. That was a good cat. This is where I keep all my music discs, save for the one that I have in that little system down there. Oh yeah, I didn't show my my rideable animals over here. But yeah, I've got a bunch of horses and camels and stuff. I want to get one of those new zombie camels, but dude, the freaking the guy with the spear combined with the guy with the bow with the weak arrows, that shit is like deadly even when they're wearing like full armor. So I haven't haven't gotten myself a zombie camel yet, or what is it, camel husk? But yeah, Corny, Gojo, Carl, Mr. Bones, Skeletron. Haven't named the zombie horse or the regular horse yet. You know, got this guy in my one piece of horse armor because they burn in sunlight. And then here, it's a good time to show this off. I've got this little door here, so you can. Well, that's mainly for the camels. The horses can just jump over it, but you know when you're on a camel. Well, I guess they can jump off the little water drop there too. Maybe the door's useless. But yeah, we're gonna hear the music disc here in a minute. And we're gonna see the parrot dancing. Sun is setting. Any second now. There he goes, yeah. And then, you know, you hear that, you just run over here. Shoop. And then it automatically turns off in the morning. Pretty neat stuff. I'm pretty happy with that. This next build is a little unfinished currently. I don't know what to do with the exterior, and there's some missing blocks inside. But this is my enchantment area. You ring the bell, door opens up. I love these like falling block type of doors because they're much smaller than like traditional piston doors, or like yeah, like you know it fits all underground and stuff, and you know it's still fast enough, and I think it looks cool. Yeah, so I need bookshelves all along here, but this is my enchantment area. I really like I have the firefly bushes underground. I'm really happy with this like mosaic floor. I use the glazed terracotta, some gold and diamond and such. I think it looks pretty cool. It's pretty cozy in here. You know, just keep some lapis and such in here. These golems are like partially decorational, but they also serve the purpose of they can also close the door from the inside if I need to do that for whatever reason. Oh, and that was my honey's all filled up already. Wow. Yeah, they go pretty fast. And then I just have this little trapdoor for maintenance purposes. It's just a calibrated skulk center for page 11 on a book. I don't know how much signal strength that actually is, but yeah, I can't really get a good look at the door, but you got some repeaters, pistons, some other pistons with observers and shit. Just some observer slot, pretty much. This out here is a empty cage. I was originally gonna put creakings in here until I realized their spawn radius is massive when you spawn them from the hearts, so that just has nothing in it now. I used to house my armadillos here. There was a sort of pen here, not this pen specifically, but now they live here in this little tiny hole. And this is my experience farm. I haven't built the exterior. You can see I've laid out some stuff here, some outline blocks and such, but the way this works is pretty much, I'm not going to use it here because it, you know, lasts a while. It relies on potions. You throw one of the infestation potions at the armadillos. These are the ones that spawn silverfish when the thing takes damage, and these guys are perma shelled up because they're scared of the zombified piglet. I think this could probably be like a regular zombie too. I'm not entirely sure. That's 44 scutes. Yeah, they get scared, and when they take damage from the campfire there, they don't actually take damage because they're in their shells. And then they start spewing out silverfish, which you can whack this with the sweeping edge sword, and the silverfish will die, and you get experience. And those vines just, normally the silverfish would take entity cramming damage, but the vines keep them from doing that for whatever reason. I think that's the main area fully. Oh, well, there's a couple minor things. I'm not gonna go to the trial chamber underground, but that is there. That's my snow golem over there because he would die in the Badland biome. But up here, I have this area. This is my frog breeding area, and you may be wondering why the hell is it all the way at wide -57, and that's because this area. Oh my god, why are they all over here? I was like, where the hell are my frogs? They're all here. This configuration here has all 3 different frog colors. So over here is a deep dark biome, and that produces the white frogs. This area over here is the temperate frogs, which are the orange ones. And then this one over here is the cold frogs. Oh, wait, did I say cold over here? These are the warm frogs. This is the savannah. My bad. I was standing on this block, which is apparently deep dark. But yeah, savannah. I believe the water is in savannah too. I think that's probably where it matters when they hatch. But yeah, deep dark here. That makes the cold frogs. Warm frogs, savannah. Yeah. I wanted to do a frog light farm because I think frog lights are a really pretty light source, but I don't like the nether. Haven't gotten around to it. And so I can just, lead a frog, bring it up here. I had a bunch of frogs in my house, but then they all got loose, so yeah. And then this remote closes the exit door, so no frogs. It was a really bad problem where all my frogs were coming up the water elevator. So what this does, I guess I'll use FreeCam for this. It dispenses or it drops an item out, and it goes all the way down here. It's just like a dummy item, like some netherrack or something. And then that, there's some observer stuff. There's a string here which detects the item falling. You could do like comparator stuff with that too, but whatever. Pretty much just detects the block falling, and then powers this observer, which flips and closes the door. I thought that was a pretty neat way of doing that instead of I don't know, running a redstone line, however many blocks down. There's probably other ways to do it. Like, I know you can do like stuff with the walls, but that would mean I'd have to dig out like a lot more space. But yeah, so that's the main area, I think, fully toured. And next, there's a build out in the desert, and then there's the creeper farm. So this is another one of my wind charge launchers. This one has 4 in it. And obviously you're meant to use ones like that, you're supposed to use the elytra. The one that I used to get up into that room at my house is, you don't need the elytra for that, but here is the build. This is my creaking resin farm. I can't really show the farm in action since it only works at night, but yeah, I'm really quite pleased with this build. This whole area, this is gonna be my main farm area. So there's gonna be melted pumpkins and bamboo and sugarcane. I think I'm gonna have a villager market here. But basically, I'm taking heavy inspiration from the art style of Machinarium, which is this old, well, not old, but I guess relatively kind of. It's a slightly aged point-and-click puzzle game. It's got a great art style, great music. But yeah, so the creaking parts are up there, and they shift back and forth, so that when I whack them with a sweeping edge, they produce resin on the logs, and then it gets popped off because of the pistons moving. and the resin goes down here. I'm never going to need any of that resin in my entire life. I don't know why I built this farm. Well, I do know why. It's because I got distracted after they wouldn't stay in that cage over there. I was like, you know, I might as well just build a farm for them. So yeah, that's this build. I really like how this turned out. And I want to do more like it in the future, definitely. It's not entirely done technically. Like there's like the gradient or whatever here is oh my god. Oh yeah, there's a spider farm down there. This is something real old. I haven't been here in a long time. Where the hell do I enter from? Here. This is a cave spider spawner. Get string here, I guess. I'm actually kind of in need of string, huh? Anyways, shit. I don't want to fly out here because I'm afraid I'm gonna slam. Oh, that's a big enough opening. Yeah, but like it's not fully textured, except for the front, because I don't really care. So that's that. And then the creeper farm is out here. Takes a bit to get there, but I have my bundle here with my compasses, so I know where stuff is roughly. So yeah, I got this really nice coral ocean. The creeper farm is what? This creeper farm is not very good. It's also built like extremely high in the world because I don't know. I was following a tutorial and they were like, yeah, you gotta build this farm like high up, and I'm like, okay. I think it could be like 100 blocks lower, just because of how spawn radiuses and stuff work. But whatever. So the way this farm works, as far as I'm aware, I'm gonna use a free cam again. As far as I'm aware, this is fairly new, not like new technology, but like it's more of a trend just because the snow golems are easier to manage than like a bunch of cats. But basically the snow golems shoot at the creepers, and the creepers pathfind to the trapdoors. Everyone knows the trapdoor trick. And then they fall down here, and I have a cat that scares them. The cat's kind of weird. He like doesn't do it half the time. Like the creepers take a while to like actually walk over for whatever reason. I don't know if it's because the cat's like looking at the wall or what, but yeah, the creepers, and they just come down here, and I swipe them with the sword, with my sweeping edge thing. You can tell I like the fucking sweeping edge technique. And yeah, they gunpowder collects in here. I have a AFK mode by just flipping that on with some flint and steel. And this is where I get all my gunpowder. And then one more thing that's here. Just overall, I mean, I wish I had like night vision or something. I do technically have a conduit, but I don't have any prismarine on me. But this area is like, look at this. This is like really awesome. It's just like this huge underwater cave with lots of coral. It's all bright and colorful. And then this is my coral zombie nautilus, Zongo. This took me a long time to get, like multiple days of just farming in the ocean, flying up and down to despawn and respawn stuff. Yeah, like the zombie drowned with tridents have a 50% chance of spawning on a nautilus, and specifically in the warm oceans they will spawn on this coral zombie nautilus. It took me like 6 of them, and I don't think I've seen another zombie nautilus since. And I've been like trying to farm for tridents because my current trident is a channeling trident, and I want a riptide trident now. So I've been sort of farming on and off for tridents again. Haven't seen another zombie nautilus. Like, it does not feel like 50-50. And I don't know if it's maybe just specifically zombie nautiluses that spawn in the ocean, because I've been farming them in the river biome now since they spawn more commonly there. But yeah, I don't know when I'm gonna use this. I don't have really any use for it right now, but definitely when I start building down here, I think Zongo will be a great help. Just because when you're like in water, you sink. And when you're on this thing, you don't sink. She doesn't have a... Oh. I don't have a saddle in my inventory. Yeah, they don't sink. I think I had that saddle because I wanted to get one of the zombie camels. And I guess, well, there's a few more things I could show. Oh, hey. Maybe I should get this, I don't have a bow, but I have a trident. That's a lot of monsters. Holy shit, holy. Put the chestplate on. I should equip my shield too. I took it off for video purposes, but I almost always have a shield equipped. Okay. This is definitely going a little off topic, but get away! I'm hungry, I'm weak. I'm just trying to get to that fella there on the camel. Yeah, so I guess for a little bit of world history while I'm trying to get the camel here, I have died a total of 3 times in this world. The first time was pretty much on the first day. I got blown up by a creeper while in the mines. Second time was much, much later into the world's history. I was in the nether. I was going for netherite gear, actually. You see, I don't have netherite gear. Holy shit. I was going for netherite gear, and I threw an ender pearl into lava. So that was pretty stupid. I lost literally everything. I lost my elytra that I just gotten. I lost the netherite upgrade template that I found in a bastion. Oh my god. And yeah, that was really unfortunate. I took a long break from the world. Holy shit, they just... Wait, what the fuck? There was 2 of them. They were battling. Yeah, they're just taking thorn damage. I'm just tanking it. Hold on. What? Yes. So I lost everything. Took a really long break from the world. I thought I was never gonna play again. I tried to make a new survival world. Didn't really go anywhere with it. And I came back here. I don't know when it was. Also, let's go. Yeah. So I've got 2 zombie camels now. For some, I'll take it. I'll just, yeah. Anyways, yeah. And then the third death was, just a few days ago, like yesterday or maybe 2 days ago. It was a thunderstorm and I was farming for mob heads, because, I don't know, I think it's cool. So I have like channeling trident, you charge the creeper. I like having mob heads. I think it's a cool little thing. I like getting like rare things. And then I was in the middle. I was trying to hit a creeper with my trident, and then I got snuck up on. He like didn't even make a noise. Like he didn't even do the sizzle. Like I was just standing there. I was throwing my trident at the creeper, and then I just blew up from behind. Full health. I didn't have my chest plate on, but like, I guess that just kills you. I guess I'm not familiar with the Creepers game, because I don't, like I said, I've only died 3 times in the world. I have about 100 or so hours, I think, played. Yeah, 4.73 days, so 4 times 24, almost 5 times 24, right? Yeah. Where do I go? So yeah, that's just a little world history. And then I guess the last thing I want to show, because this is something I want to make progress on soon, is my current village area. There's actually villages much closer to my house than the one I'm about to go to, but the one I'm about to go to is just like the first village that I started making progress in for whatever reason. I just didn't see the ones that were closer to my house. I don't have a lodestone there currently, because I plan on moving the villagers. Is this the one? No, this is the other one. Yeah, I guess I'll cut back when I fucking find the thing. Because is not showing itself. Like, that's not the village. You know, normally I would just go to it through the nether, because I have a nether portal right there. As I said, I strongly dislike the nether. You know, I'm generating new chunks. Where the hell am I going? Strongly dislike the nether after the death I had there. I mean, I already disliked it before, but I mean, after flinging myself directly into a pit of lava and losing all of my items, maybe like my pants. Like, I don't even know if anything survived. Okay, that's a good sign. But yeah, don't like that. Here we are. No, never mind. I saw some like gross looking terrain and thought that was like this. Oh, here it is for real. Yeah, the terrain around here is filthy. It does not look good in the slightest. So this is my village. Got a village breeder here. This is the design I always use. I don't know if there's better designs, but you just like throw bread at them and they breed. This is my mending villager. He has a 10 emerald trade. You could lower that with a zombie curing, I think, but I think just by default that's the lowest price, which is really awesome. And then I have some other villagers over here as well. This is my guy that sells pork. I should buy some pork right now, actually. I'm running, like, I've got this steak that I got from, I killed some cows in New Chunks. I don't really have a consistent food source, so it just sort of depends on how I feel like eating my food. This guy, I trade iron with him mainly, but you know, if I ever need backup gear. This guy, stick trade, I always like doing the stick trade in every game. And then this is, I don't know why I have this one. I think I maybe wanted pearls at the time, and I didn't really feel like finding Enderman, and also I wanted to experiment with the experience bottle trade to see if that was like worth it. Rotten flesh trade's not bad too if you accrue a lot of rotten flesh from like mob farms and such. Yeah, so I eventually want to haul these villagers out to that desert area that I showed earlier with the resin farm, and have like a whole city there. I think that would be really awesome. But yeah, let's just, I guess I'll head back to the main house now and wrap everything up here. Yeah, so I mean, I think that pretty much does it for the world tour. Like, I know I have the monument marked out here, but it's literally just an ocean monument that I want to turn into a guardian farm eventually. So it's not really like there's nothing to really see out there. But yeah, I think definitely. I don't know when I would do another one of these, or if I just want to like record videos of myself playing survival. But definitely, in terms of what I want to have for next, like next time I do a world tour, maybe in like, you know, a year or whatever. Definitely want to start working on farms and automation, because a lot of this world is like manual resource gathering right now, and I want to be able to start farming stuff more. I want to make my life a little easier here, so definitely want to invest in those farms and like move my villagers around and stuff. I think it'll open up a lot of cool things for our world here. And I want to finish that building because it's just an ugly ass box right now. Yeah, I mean that pretty much does it. I think, right? I mean, I guess I could go grab the zombie camels and just, I don't know. It's not really. There's no point to do that for video content. But yeah, I think that's pretty much it. So I'm gonna stop recording now. Alright, just a little addendum at the end of the video here. I got the camels here now, or the camel husks, whatever they're called. So yeah, now I've got 2 more mounts that I'm never gonna use. You know, maybe I'll put them in like my city or something at one point. It would be cool to navigate the city on a camelback or whatever. But yeah, that does it for real this time.
Oh.